but the players can certainly join rooms and interact with others directly. So they're planning to add a chat system, soon after the release. But it looks like they're really excited to get it out, and this is something that you can look forward to after. Awesome. Love the hearts.
Okay, perfect. So I think I'm back here. Is that correct?
Yeah, sounds like we got you.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead and ask the next one.
So while we don't have any immediate plans for modding, so are they going to implement a proper launcher? Any plans for mods? And will they fix the marketplace so they can access more than one person at a time? So this is a two-part question here, Matt. First part is any plans for modding?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, there's no plans for immediate plans for modding, but they are working on potentially doing that in the future. There's a lot of different things that's happening in order to make sure that you have to mod, and the dev team at the moment is focused on actually getting the game out. Mods potentially would come post that. So for now, not so much, but in the future, potentially.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Okay, great. Next question up is, so the second part of that question was fixing the marketplace, accessing more than one person at a time.
Yeah, so along with early access, the new marketplace will be available. So that's going to be something to look forward to as we move forward. And I know a lot of people have been talking about the marketplace, wanting to see it fixed. The dev team is on it, and that is going to be deployed alongside our early access here.
So, the follow-up to that is, when is the marketplace going to be updated?
Well, we'll talk about that at the very end of this Q&A. There's a question about that, so we'll leave that one for now.
Okay, that's a loaded question. Got it. So next up is mobile. Is a mobile app in the works, and if so, any dates of release?
Yeah, so at the moment, we are looking at pushing out the desktop platforms first. There's no immediate plans for a mobile version. However, they are looking to expand the game in the future. So there is a potential to deploy for a mobile version, but the initial deployment will be only on desktop.
Awesome. I got a big monitor waiting for that. So yes, next question is, do we have an updated roadmap?
Yeah, so the roadmap is being rolled out as we go. At the moment, we're in the section of kind of deploying early access, deploying next steps as far as the NFT marketplace. And the dev team and the core team, especially Alex, who's running the ship at the moment, will be pushing out a new roadmap soon enough. They are going to keep updated with all the developments as things are moving forward.
Cool. So what we have next is, any plans on offering new NFTs for sale?
Okay. So new NFTs at the moment, there are absolutely going to be more NFTs for sale in the near future. And one of the cool things that we'll talk about in a second is about champ integration, which is the token for Celestia Ultimate and NFT Champions here. And they will be available to purchase, if I understand correctly, within the champ token. So that's really, really great there.
Great. So the next question, there was a bit of a controversy going around in the group. So it makes sense to ask for clarity into the relationship between TrustSwap and NFT Champs.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know some people in the community at the moment were talking about what was happening between TrustSwap and NFT Champions at the moment. So NFT Champions specifically was helped by TrustSwap to actually launch the token and to actually discover the project. So they were compensated in that champ token, right? The token for this project in order for that help. A few community members have come forward and said, hey, this is, they're a little bit dissatisfied with TrustSwap due to the tendency to sell these tokens. That's how they make money at the moment. But this is also, on the flip side, something that they helped us actually get to the point where we are today. So TrustSwap has been integral partner in getting the project as large as it is, getting to the point of us having a game to launch here. And that's very exciting, even though they were selling tokens before. So I know some people were talking about that, and that clarifies that relationship there.
Understood. Understood. Are there any plans for the Discord?
Yes. So the focus at the moment is on Telegram and Twitter. And so any important announcements will be posted on those channels, but they will additionally be posted to Discord. So Discord is a channel that we want to continue integrating in the future, but there's no immediate plans to build that beyond what it is at the moment. The idea is to build up the hype that we're building right now in that Telegram chat that I've been talking to you all in. Quite frequently over the past week. And in addition to that Twitter, getting that moving, making sure people are available, and then potentially building up the Discord.
Understood. And what are some integration plans for the Champ token?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Champ token, this is something that people were talking about. It's like, what is the utility? What's going to be happening? How is this utilized within the ecosystem? And so the Champ token is going to be primarily utilized within the game's champion ecosystem. And so what that means is it's going to be the exclusive currency for the in-game marketplace when anything is sold outside of the marketplace, right? For example, on Opensea, it's going to be sold in Matic instead. So within the ecosystem, Champ token is going to be utilized. If you're selling these NFTs on Opensea, it will be in Matic.
Excellent. Excellent. Very clear. Okay, so the next question is an in-game question, and will there be ingredients that are combinable for items?
Yeah, so at the moment, a few of the community members, as soon as we launch that first 10 minutes of gameplay, we're looking into the store system and the crafting system that was shown there. And they said, oh, hey, is there an actual crafting system here? And the answer is yes. There is a crafting system that is going to be available. The system is currently limited at the moment, but it will be continually expanded during the early access stage. To actually allow players more opportunity for experimentation within the ecosystem. So there'll be ways to combine different types of resources to create in-game items that you can use within the system, which is really fantastic and a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's taking me back to my childhood. I love those sort of aspects in games. And
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I was on top of that when I was younger, right? Playing Diablo, right? Going through and being able to like the original, it's been a long, long time since I've been there, and I haven't felt that sort of hype until now,
yeah,
which has been great.
totally. And with that said, there's a lot of interesting different climates going on. So how many in-game areas are there?
Yeah, so during the early access version, we're going to be focused specifically on four main areas. The four main areas are the woodlands, Biako City, the snow region, and the cave system. Okay, so when people are getting access to this early access system, you'll be able to explore all those places, see all the champions, see all the item drops, see everything within those systems. But there are other areas in the works, and those will be revealed on Twitter as I get the chance to deploy myself on Twitter, right? I'm really excited to get into the game more and to be able to show you all of these in-game areas that haven't been revealed yet. But originally, four places: Woodlands, Biako City, Snow Region, Cave System, and more in the works.
Awesome. I got my fingers crossed for a certain type of area, but I'll keep that to myself.
Oh, come on. Let's hear it.
I'm sure there's got to be something with fire, fire, heat, something around this sort of element.
Well, just yesterday, today, one of those two, there was a new champion reveal, big fire-breathing dragon, right? So I wouldn't say that's out of the realm of possibility at all.
Awesome. And huge news about a recent collaboration. Can you talk more about the whole Opensea collab?
Yeah, so at the moment, the team is exploring the possibility of collaborating with Opensea on a drop. But that is something that is in the works potentially. At the moment, what the team is focused on is making sure that the NFTs available within Celestia Ultimate is tradable on their platform. And there's no need for an official collaboration to be able to do that. So this is going to be tradable there quite soon, I would imagine. And it's really, really exciting to be able to trade them not only in the internal marketplace, but in the external marketplace like OpenSea as well.
Awesome. And do you know if the metadata from the NFTs will have that movement in it as well? You know?
Yeah, so one of the really cool things about the way the system has been set up so far is that there are dedicated servers that actually are modifying the metadata of the NFTs as, for example, champions level up. And so, in talking to Alex, who's the CEO and one of the co founders of this project, he was saying that you have basically metadata updated as your champions are updated.
Oh,
And I
that's
would guess
cool.
that would travel beyond the individual ecosystem to external marketplaces such as OpenSea, which is really, really great.
I'm pretty sure it does. I've seen other teams do it, and it's such a cool thing to see them move around and change with the environment. Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm looking forward to getting mine up there as well.
And so, speaking of servers and rooms, right? Are there different servers or rooms in game based on localization or language?
Yeah, so at the moment, the rooms are actually organized by region, right? So not necessarily localization, not necessarily language. And I am guessing, I am not a dev, so don't quote me on this. But I'm guessing this is for ease of use and user experience, making sure everything moves quickly within game. There's no lag, things like that.
Yeah.
And one of the cool things about each of these rooms, right, each of these areas, is that each room has a unique code. So it allows players to join other players' games, right? So regardless of their language or their location. So you can say, hey, I want to play with my friend that's playing over here. Hey, give me that room code, right? And so you can come and you can play with them, which would be fantastic. So it's not only an individual game. You can join other players' games. You can be with people. You can explore this world together.
Great, great, great. That's pretty exciting. That's going to cross a lot of borders. That's what crypto's all about, right? Breaking down those boundaries. Okay, so we got one last question here. It's pretty loaded. It's a big question. It's what everybody's asking. When roughly, of course, is the early access slated for?
So this is the fun one, right? This is the one that everyone's been asking for. When am I going to get to play the game? When am I going to be able to get access to Celestia Ultimate, right? The idea is, as of now, April, right? April, we're going to have access. So we're in January, February, March, next month, right? Very, very cool that we have access to that at that point. They are tentatively planning to launch that in April, which is great. And I have one more big announcement here that was just given the go ahead by Alex to announce at the moment. He said you can go ahead and announce the fact that tomorrow there's going to be a nice post on Twitter that's going to say, we are going to be listed in the Epic Game Store, which is insane.
Oh, that's
Insane.
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
This
So I am super stoked about that. There'll be more details coming out
so
tomorrow, but I've been given the go ahead to talk about that. So that's a lot of fun. People will be able to access this game through the Epic Game Store, and that is a huge, huge, huge mark for adoption, both for this game and for Web3 gaming and for NFT gaming in general. This is fantastic.
yeah, I'm just on the website right now, and that would be great to see NFT champs there on the front page. Oh yeah, awesome, awesome, crazy, amazing, great news.
Yeah, so we're in a really great position right now. I'm very, very excited. If you are not following us already, you should come through and follow us at NFT Champions. You should check out the website nftchampions.cc. But as we go forward, we're going to open up the floor for about another 15 minutes for various community members to come forward to talk about how excited they are about this game and to ask us any questions that maybe we can answer. I can't promise I have the answers to everything, but what I can do is I can answer to the best of my ability and see what we can do to keep you all informed. So, Trevor, I'm going to let you up right here real quick and then bring you up. If anyone else has any questions, please just request to speak and we'll get you up here.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Welcome,
Hey,
welcome.
thank you so much for taking me. First of all, this is Trevor. I'm an OG investor here, and I just want to say, first of all, I couldn't be more proud of Alex and the team of how far this project has come. I think waiting and putting quality first over rushing something out was absolutely necessary, and I'm super stoked with what they've done so far. So one of my questions, I'm not sure if you're privy to know the answer to yet, is that one of our main catalysts for burns and buybacks to make this token somewhat deflationary is having the team listing NFTs themselves, and all those sales, 100% of sales go to burns, buybacks, and passive rewards. So I was just wondering if you happen to know they're still continuing to do this, because I know they delisted all of the Gen 1s, and I think they're using those as rewards. So I just wanted to know if moving forward that they're going to be listing themselves and it's going to be used for burns and buybacks, rewards, etc.
I have no idea, and
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to
Yeah,
admit
I
that. I
figured you
don't
may
know.
not. It's a tough, complex question. Hopefully, Alex would get this question forwarded to him. Just because, like, that's like I think our only deflationary thing that we do have for the token itself.
So I do have to say, within in-game ecosystems, there's generally a token system that does remove tokens from circulation. If you look
Yeah,
at basically any massive online multiplayer game, you
yeah,
have to have a token system that removes tokens from
right.
circulation,
Yeah,
or else you end up having hyperinflation, right?
right.
So I
And
would,
yeah,
so
sorry.
go ahead.
So we actually have, I don't know if you saw like a couple weeks ago when I asked, they said, hey, there's a good spread on Matic and Champ right now to possibly do a burn. We do have a wallet with like 49K Matic, and those are all from previous sales from the team. And we have burned like, I believe, 3 separate times. So it's something that we've already done before. However, I just don't know if we've been adding to that position anymore and if we are moving forward, because I think it is pretty vital to do, and it's a cornerstone of our white paper that we've had. So hopefully, we'll continue to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I read that in the white paper as well, so I would assume it would be going forward.
Yeah.
But I will ask
Okay.
Alex, and we'll see how things go. Make sure I
Awesome.
answer everyone.
Yeah.
But
One
yeah,
more question. So the momentum. Do you happen to know anything with exchange listings? I know Alex has said before. Top.
even if I had information
Yeah.
about exchange
That.
listings, I can't tell you.
Okay.
That is one of the big things that is a big no-no for
Sure.
any exchange listing. So
All right. Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to X on that.
No problem. And then I love the momentum that we are doing now. I hope that it continues. I'm sure that it will. I'm just, like I said, man, I am super excited. I couldn't be happier to be in the position I am investing with this group and hearing Epic Games. That's mind blowing. I mean, everything that's come out, especially with quality, it's only gotten better and better. And I'm super stoked to, be a part of this journey.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for coming up. Definitely appreciate you being in the
Yep.
community since the beginning. And we're going to move on right now. We're
Yep.
going to move to
Thank you.
NFT Stolson. I believe you're up. You have the floor.
Thanks very much for having me, guys. And yeah, super, super stoked about every single info that came out today. Like, wow. And I can only second what Trevor said. Love the momentum, love being here. Now, my question would be specifically about the in game use of the token. You already said it's going to be used for the in game marketplace. Like, but not only for trading champions, but is it also going to be used for evolutions or stuff or mechanics along those lines?
I would guess there are some mechanics that would involve Champ. So anytime you would have to pay in something, I guess it would use Champ. So anytime there is a cost associated with that, that would make sense. I can clarify that moving forward, but if it is going to be the exclusive token in-game, it would make sense that it would be utilized for anything that requires an actual, an actual payment of a token of some sort in-game. I do not know for sure, but that would be my guess.
There will be an update on the Champ utility too. This is something Matt just went over. Yeah, we're gonna hear more about the Champ tokens utility, and I'm sure the guys got some planned for that, right?
Awesome.
That's the idea. So we're going to move forward. Thank you for your question. Let's go to
Thanks very
Hollywood
much.
right now. You have the floor.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Awesome. Sorry. Yeah, I'm just driving in my car right now on my way home from work. But I got a couple questions here. So one of the things that I was wondering, because with Celestia Ultimate, so is this going to be strictly like a traditional game, or I guess the question would be, can somebody pick up more monsters or champions along the way? And build a team and go through the lore and all the quests for free completely?
Yeah, so the idea at the beginning of this game is you will have a champion that you can go through the game with. So you're going to be utilizing that champion as it with any other game. There will be ways to accelerate that progress through buying champions and buying items with champ, but I'm guessing you can get pretty far, if not through all the way, with just playing it through. I can't promise anything. I have not played the entire game, but so far I have not needed to buy anything within the game. So we'll see how that goes. I do not know the exact monetization scheme of that, but I do have to say it hasn't been an issue so far for me.
Okay, and the reason that I asked that question is because I do.
Did we lose Hollywood?
I think we lost Hollywood. Hollywood, hello, are you there? Okay, well, we lost Hollywood, so we're going to move on. Let's move to G. Keith. G. Keith, you're up.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Everything's looking really good, by the way. Just wanted to compliment all the hard work. But just a quick question around the actual client of the game. Is there a plan to have a Mac client? Because I noticed Celestia wouldn't work on any type of Apple device.
Yeah, so at the moment, the team is focused on deploying it for Windows at the moment, but in the future, I'm guessing it will be available for Mac. I can clarify that with the dev team, so stick around in the Telegram group and on the Twitter, and I will make sure to put a tweet out about that in the next week or two.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's move forward. PD, you are up.
Yeah, thanks. Two questions. First one is when you referred to rooms earlier within the game and connecting to friends, do you mean by that almost in a way as like different servers? And if so, is there any idea how many people will be able to be in a large, server together? What's that max number going to be?
I'm guessing that has to be tested. The developers at the moment are working on getting this game out in early access and stress testing how many people can be in a room. I'm guessing is something that needs to happen during early access. So stick around end of April. The team will probably have an answer for that. It just depends on how much of a load it ends up putting on each of these servers. And then I'm guessing they're going to put a cap on it from there. Having 500 people, 1,000 people, 2,000 people in a place, it takes a lot of power, right? So we'll see is the answer. But as we move forward, we'll actually have a little bit better idea as we move through early access.
Awesome. And then my other one, just a quick one, is there any plans on, I know that the community's asked about this a lot, and getting some of the data verified on places like CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap?
Yeah, so I know from some other projects that I've worked with, is that CoinGecko, relatively easy to list. I'm sure we can find a way to work that out. I have not heard anything directly from the core team about that, but I'm guessing that can happen. CoinMarketCap is a lot harder. They tend to make it a little bit more difficult, let's say, to make that happen. So I guess CoinGecko before CoinMarketCap, but if anyone's actually wanting to check out, actually a live feed of the champ price, you can go to DexTools, DEXTOOLS.io. And you can search for champ, and that will have all the information from all the different dexes, including QuickSwap about where the token is listed and an aggregate price and things like that. So I'm guessing moving forward, I would say yes, tentatively, but I do not personally have exact timelines on any of that.
Thanks.
So I think Voidstar, I think you're up next.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Welcome.
Hey, how's it going? First of all, welcome to the game. And I've got a few questions. I've got 3. The first one is about, is there going to be a free-to-play version for the game?
Yeah, so the idea is you can start the game. For free. Absolutely. Like I said, I have had no issues playing the game at the moment without having to pay. So I would say you can go in, you can play it. There will be monetization options within it. The team does have to make money somehow, but I haven't had any issues being forced to pay for anything yet. So it's been great.
That's amazing. That just opens it up to so many more players. My second question is about the passive rewards and what do we actually get from each tier. There's been a lot of speculation recently about what the NFTs could be, if they're champions, if they're avatars or skins or NFTs that we don't know about, basically.
Yeah, so I'm going to keep you speculating on that. That's going to be some of the stuff that will be coming up over the next few weeks. Yep.
No worries.
As far as what's going to be revealed, what exactly is going to be an NFT, what's not. So I can't give everything away right now, but it's coming. It's coming. I promise.
Okay, and just one more question, if I can. Stats on the NFTs. What does speed and reaction do, and the skill points?
I am working on that. I'm working on actually understanding that myself at the moment. So one more time, I'll have to get back to you on that. I'm sorry I don't have an answer exactly when that happens.
We can.
I'll make sure to focus on that as we move forward.
We can probably speculate on that too, eh? I mean, if it's speed,
you're welcome to speculate.
If it's speed, we're probably talking about from one attack to the next. And then what was the other one? You said speed and
reaction.
Reaction. Interesting. So maybe that's like a counter. Maybe that's who knows?
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. So I'm not seeing anyone else. Does anyone else have questions moving forward? Johnny, do you see anyone else that has a question here?
Can you guys hear me?
Hollywood came back. I think we got him on the line here.
Oh, okay. Hollywood. Hello.
Hey, yeah. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yes,
yeah, sorry about that. I got a phone call there and I'm just in my car. But so what I was kind of asking was, because one of the things that Alex has talked about in the past when talking with partners and trying to line up partnerships and stuff is that all the people that he talks with, they say that they think that NFT Champions actually has the ability to fulfill the GameFi ambition, which is essentially bringing traditional gamers into Web3 gaming and understanding, the blockchain technology and how it creates in-game assets and just the value behind it. So with the team coming out with Celestia Ultimate and having a free-to-play game, I'm just going to assume, I could be wrong here, but I'm going to assume that he's going to be using that as a tool to reach out to traditional gamers and then find a way for the user base that's created through Celestia Ultimate to, I guess, expose them to the Web3 version of Celestia Ultimate, which is essentially NFT Champions. So my question with that is, I guess, is that kind of the plan moving forward? And are you guys looking at other ways of marketing Celestia Ultimate to traditional gamers as well, too? Because obviously we're going to market NFT Champions to crypto user base through Twitter and all that kind of stuff. But do you guys have another avenue that you're looking at to target traditional gamers with Celestia Ultimate?
Yeah, so with any sort of NFT game or sorry, Trevor, can you mute your mic real quick?
Oh, sorry about that. Yes.
Yeah, no problem. So with any sort of NFT game or any sort of Web3 game that you have here, the idea is to make it as approachable as possible, right? You don't necessarily want to shove NFTs in people's faces. You don't want to necessarily shove tokens in people's faces, right? And so what I do know and what I can talk about is the fact that this should be targeted. This should be playable by everyone, not just people who are into the NFT sphere. That's the holy grail. Like, how can we make this attractive to everyone and pull away from the idea of this has to be NFT focused, right? And that's really cool because that opens up this entire space, right? This entire space for everyone to play it, not only people who know what they're doing, right? And that's really cool. What I do know beyond this is starting very soon, there is a marketing campaign that will be moving forward. There's a marketing campaign that will be pushing the early access of what we're doing here. So, and that will target not only the people who are on the NFT side, but that's going to catch a lot of people that are into gaming in general, right? So I'm very excited to see those people that are coming from the default world, from the meat space, into our space, right? And enjoy this game for what it is, a fantastic game.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I just want to say I'll end it on this for myself, but I just do want to say I'm super excited. Watching this free-to-play game come out, it does make me think of what the long-term vision is that Alex has with this, and having this sort of Pokemon style MMORPG game. Obviously, it's something that other cultures around the world love, and if they target the traditional gamer, and once we're done with, I think you were talking about this in the chat, once we kind of solidify ourselves in the English speaking market and then maybe move to another marketplace, and dub the game and translate it and all that kind of stuff, the user base from Celestia Ultimate can be absolutely massive, which will just, expose people to NFT Champions and just Web3 gaming in general. So I'm pumped, man. You guys are amazing, and I am so happy that I held on for these 18 months.
Yeah, well, thank you for being around for so long. Thank you for not losing faith, and very, very excited to show you what's happening during this early access. It's going to be a blast. Okay, moving up. Let's get Arvind up here to ask this question. Then William, you're up after that. Arvind, you have the floor.
Yeah, hey guys. Just wanted to, I have a really quick question. Do you know if you can kind of catch NFTs kind of thing, or those champs? So I know you get one when you start, but as you move on or progress throughout the game, because in Pokemon, which is kind of like the main comparison here, that collection ability adds a lot of depth to the gameplay.
Yeah, there is a way at the moment that you will be able to collect additional champions through gameplay. So I'm going to leave exactly how that happens to some future posts. I do have some future alpha to give you, but you will be able to collect through gameplay, which is a bunch of fun. And most of what's happening actually will be through gameplay. It's not going to be through, you have to pay, you have to pay, you have to pay. No, that's not the idea. The idea is you play the game, you get rewarded in the game. A true play to earn, right?
Okay, that's perfect. Super pumped.
Yeah, thank you so much. William, I believe you're up next.
Okay, hello. I have a few questions here. So, when can we expect to see the trailer?
Well, I'm going to do some speculation of myself at the moment. So there is early access coming soon in April is the idea. The tentative plan is April. There's a marketing campaign coming up soon. I'm guessing, kind of around that time. It would make sense to probably have a trailer around that time. I don't have an exact date, but, I could guess and I could speculate that maybe, potentially, it could be around then.
Okay. My next one is the plan still 2 weeks of marketing before the early access release?
I can tell you that there is a significant marketing campaign that is in the works as we speak, and you will see shortly. Exactly the duration, I'm not gonna say, but I will say you will be very happy with it.
Okay, the last one now. How can players interact in the game other than, selling NFTs and all that? Like, I know in the EA, I think we've seen an arena. Is that still a thing? That's something we can expect.
Yeah, so there's a few different ways that you can interact with other players. Number one, we were talking about the rooms, right? You can play with your friends within these rooms, which is going to be great. You can actually say, hey, what's your room code? You can go over, you can play with them. Fantastic, a lot of fun. One of the cool things that moving forward is there is some sort of like a player interaction in that form. I mean, if you read the white paper, if you read what's on the website, that is something that is there. So as I get access to more information and as I want to reveal more things, I will show you all these cool things that you can do with other people. But for now, there is a way, I will say there is a way that you can play with other players. Exactly how that happens, you'll have to wait and see.
Okay, so just real quick, you're going to be like posting some videos of you playing throughout the next little while kind of thing? Or
yeah, I mean that's the idea, right? So like my job here is specifically in Twitter. I come say hi in the Telegram chat, which is popping off right now. By the way, hello everyone. But what I'm really excited to do is to continue to play, show some screenshots, talk about the lore, show you some new champions. Hey, you can do this. Hey, you can do that. Did you know you can craft these items, right? That's my job. And I'm so stoked. Let me tell you, I am so stoked that I can do this because I get to play this game and I get to say, hey guys, check out this cool thing. So to short answer to your question, yes, I'll be posting all of that on Twitter. I am very, very excited to show you all that, to see the complete explosion of support that we've already seen so far.
Oh man, just real quick, one thing I really want to see is some more of the abilities. I think everyone else does too. So anyways, I'll end on that. Thank you so much for answering all the questions. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. We have 2 more questions, I guess, and then we're going to cut it. Crypto and Coffee, I believe you're coming up right now. There you go. You're up. So our last question, then we'll cut it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Doing great.
Very good. Just have a quick question. I've been in this project since the beginning, and I remember way back at the very start, Hustler on Crypto Banter was talking about NFT Champions, and I was just wondering, how did NFT Champions get mentioned on Hustler? And he did say that if they ever got it off the ground, he would be quite happy to dive back in and talk about it again. I was just wondering if any of you guys got connections that you could maybe contact him again.
Yeah, so I've been with the team all of a week. So, thank you for bringing that up. I will definitely mention it to the core team, as I'm sure they're listening at the moment.
Very good.
So I can't imagine them not wanting to do that, right? The press is press. It's good to get more eyes on the project, especially with as close to early access as we are right now.
Awesome. Looking forward to seeing that show.
Yeah, no, really, really stoked. So that being said, we're going to kind of wrap things up at the moment. Thank you for everyone who's requested. Thank you for everyone who's showed up. I do want to clarify one quick thing. I just had a member of the team that said we are listed on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko at the moment. There's just a slight issue with circulating supply that's being worked on. So other than that, super stoked for everyone. Super stoked for this game to get out. We have the early access coming. We have marketing coming. Thank you so much for showing up. Come say hi in the Telegram chat. I'll be around for a little bit. And that's it, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt.
Bye-bye.
Great stuff. And thank you, everybody, for speaking. That was great. Love the comments. Everyone's stoked. This is going to be awesome.
Thanks. Peace, everyone.